All right, good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, what's up? So, 1 minute to market open. A few names on our list today. Starting with SCIB. SCIB, big mover yesterday in the afternoon. Pulled up a total of 42 cents. 42 cents. And then Pharma. The news came in that they've signed some deals with what do you call it? Ministry of Health. So I am expecting some kind of move on the stock. Pharma or D-Pharma, either one of the pharmaceutical companies. I am expecting some volume coming in, but obviously only time will tell. So let's draw a few reference lines just to kind of expect where to expect resistance and stuff. There we go. You see Pharma gapped up right away, opening with not that much, only 100,000 volume. Let's see what about D-Pharma. Let's update these lines a little. Something like that, just reference lines. So they open with pretty good volume. Gonna be watching Pharma for a short while just to see how they move in the morning, because there's a good chance that, oh, here we go, we got another stock split today. If you remember what happened with Public Bank yesterday after a big stock split, there's a good chance that people see that this stock is cheaper now, and it's likely that we can see some continuation, but our main focus is Pharma today. Okay, pharmaceuticals. So Pharma Niaga and D-Pharma, those will be our main. Look at SCIB as well, so much in play. So I'm going to set an alert closer to at low of the day in case it starts to dip. Right. Everything is moving. It's pretty sick. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. If you're watching my chat, please say hi. Say hi so that I know you're here, so that I can recognize that you are a regular. There we go. D-Pharma. Pharma pushing up quite strong, but can't really find an entry now, especially on Pharma. It's so thin. D-Pharma, at least there are some stocks for me to pick up. Some stocks that are available for me to pick up. So can't really tell where the resistance are because it's been so thinly traded recently. It's pretty hard to tell where it's going to reject. So you'll be seeing me flick between Pharma Niaga and D-Pharma because they are obviously correlated, and I just want to see how both of them play. So quite a big sell off on D-Pharma, which is fine, right? Hitting the first resistance lines that we drew. So Pharma as well, touching 530. Let's get a quick look. Where's the next spot that we can expect to hit for Pharma? 540-ish. Only 10 cents. How about D-Pharma? So D-Pharma hitting 582, which is our first resistance. The next one will probably be about 387, and it can go all the way up to 390 something. So if it starts to curl up, okay. If you're watching the market now, if it starts to curl up, there's a good chance that it can keep moving. There's a good chance that the momentum will keep carrying on. But then again, since the stock looks like it's quite volatile, means the price moves up and down very, very quickly. These candles might look normal, but this candle alone is 8 cents, and this candle alone is going to be 3 cents. So it's okay. It's not too bad, but from the orders itself, it looks like it might be a bit volatile. SCIB still pushing up. So EITA, ETA. Same logic as public bank. If it can sell off and then pull back up above day high, then there might be an entry. So it's quite a few good prospects for trades today. SCIB is rather extended. You can see that it's been running up without any significant pullback. It had a rough period here, right? But it still managed to pull all the way up. So we'll be waiting for a potential dip buy of any support levels that we identify later on. So a pretty big dip on EITA. So if we can dip down, continue to dip down to about 152, maybe we can look for an entry. Okay, I picked up a very small size at 158, just to test if it can push back up over 160. Adding into 160, did I get any fills? I got a bit of fill, just a little size. See if we can hold up. Low of the day is 155. Check on the other stocks. So looks like the pharma's sold off a bit hard already. So set an alert near the high in case it pulls back up. I'm still watching EITA. I'm in for about 200 lots right now. Small amount because the rebound isn't too clear right now. Right, gonna pull up Supermax just to see what the market is like. So let's see if we can push back up above 160. There's some good support building at 158. Struggling a bit, definitely struggling a bit. But I'll give it some space to run. Give it a bit of space to move. So I'm looking for about 165. That's a very quick touch and go. Not too big of a trade. Quite some resistance building around 160. So let's see, who else is moving for today? Overseas, Bintai Solution is moving, but not much volume. You can see that the candles are very, very, very ugly right now, right? B Pharma and Pharma looks like their excitement is very short-lived. Just runs for 2 green candles and now they're selling off. So still watching EITA or potential move back up. They just had a stock split. You can see from this big split right here, 360 open around 152. So 2-to-1 stock split. Picked it up on the rebound of this big red candle. Very big red candle. There we go, pushing back up. Looks like we are getting some move up. If we can clear 161, then we are clear all the way. Maybe, because I'm holding so small, my risk is rather small, I might try to hold it for a big move on a break above 172. We'll see. We'll just watch the orders and see how it moves first. First target 165. So no selling until at least we cross 165. You can see after 165 is rather clear. The sells at 166 is rather smaller. So not an ideal recovery. Obviously, it's not as clean as what we are used to. But still generally going in the right direction. My average cost is about 159, I'd say. So 200 lots in 159. Looking for, if we could get 169, upwards to 170 maybe. But we'll just see how this plays. Watching the orders quite closely. I want to see it slowly clear off these levels. The trick to all these stocks is that since the moves are quite slow, it's quite hard to identify when the recovery actually stops. But it's okay. Since our size is rather small, it's not a big deal if we catch the top, because the difference will be quite negligible. So SCIB might be, it looks like it's gearing up for a pretty nice morning breakout right now. 271 is high of the day. Do I risk it? Do I risk it and play two at once? We clear all the junk in between. Looks like it's breaking through 170 or 270 already. So do I risk it for the biscuit? 271. Well, I missed it already, so 271 would have been a decent try, but since I'm in this right now, don't really want to risk playing two at once, but this would be a really nice entry right here, because I think it really does have the potential to shoot all the way up, maybe even touch $3, which is quite crazy, but not impossible. So we did break through 65. Yeah, maybe I missed the boat to sell on this, just because I was looking at the other stock. Look at this move. Let's see if we can get a push back above 160. I mean above 165. What a waste, what a waste, what a waste. So I'm still in this trade. Again, rather small size, so not too worried even if I have to stop out. If I stop out, I'll just pay like minimal fees probably. See if we can get pop back up. See if we can pop back up and slowly crawl our way up to break of day high. Obviously, this is getting held up by this huge buy order at 160. So small little retracement SCIB. The volume is dying down. Again, not really a good sign. Missed the opportunity to take off a bit at 165, 166 earlier. So if it starts to crack 160, I'm probably just going to stop out. Well, I didn't manage to stop out, so let's just see how this plays. Still in the trade. Stopping out some at 158, basically break even on my first order. That is unfortunate, man. And look at this. We missed this breakout right here. This is such a nice breakout. We missed this breakout and then we missed the sell here. Just because we looked at two at once. It's okay. We'll still be watching SCIB for now. Anything else moving? So still holding my remaining size on this dip trade. Sorry about that. Okay, I might just let it go. Honestly, it doesn't look like there's any. It doesn't look like there's much buying left in this stock. So once it breaks above 160, I'll just sell into the last push that it has. The SCIB broke above 180 already. So strong. So strong. So I might just let it go. I might like my shares go at 159. Just take a small little loss. Or if 160, if I can let it go at 160 is even better. Then it'll basically be break even. How much did I use on this? It's about 30,000 on the trade only. So the fees would be about $100. Nothing to cry about. It is still holding 155 quite well though. So let's just update this. I sold it into this big red candle just to manage the risk a bit. Let's see if I can just get rid of the rest of these shares. If this 160 can clear, then I'm out right away. Looks like it's gonna be struggling, so I'm just gonna leave my order at 159 and see whether it can get cleared. And just check out others. So SCIB. Just gotta forget about it, man. Just gotta move on. Missed an opportunity and missed a sell at the same time just because I looked over. See Pharma selling off, but how has it been the past few days? Moving up. Okay. Seems like the news that they signed the deal didn't make a big difference for them, right? Probably people already probably priced it in. Oh, it pushed back to 160 right after I sell as usual. The moment I saw, I literally sold right here. The moment you sell, that's when the stock likes to move. It's okay. Small difference. Gotta keep your head in the game. Right? Don't get distracted. Catch the next one. Just catch the next one. SCIB, I'm still just gonna wait for any kind of potential dip plays, but I don't think the sell-off is gonna come anytime soon. The main reason why they are moving up so fast is because they're gonna issue free warrants. So for every two shares that you hold, you get a free warrant. A warrant is basically an option, the option to buy. So that you can search it up by yourself what a warrant is. So everybody is just still holding. Everybody's gonna be holding until their issue date, which is 3rd February, I think. Seems like it's selling off rather hard, man. That is quite a harsh sell-off. But then again, it's quite hard to find any support levels for this stock. Because it's been traded so thinly. It's been trading so thin. So maybe about 355. It can dip. If you can dip all the way to 355-ish with continuous red candles, then maybe we can try look for a pickup. Seems like slowed down a lot. So okay, let's go through the top gainers. So big industries, focus point, but most of them don't have much volume. K Power is up. Samaiden is pulling a bit of volume. So big industries. Samaiden. If you haven't already hit the like button, can you please help me scroll down and just gently tap the like button? I really appreciate it. If I can get 10 likes today, then I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is a public holiday, but if I can get 10 likes, I'll be live tomorrow and probably find something to have a quick webinar session about. So make sure you go down and tap the like button real quick if you want to have a nice little chit chat / sharing session tomorrow. If you have any questions you want to ask, any topics you want me to talk about. Focus point is kind of big industries. Nah, the chart's too ugly. So K Power following SCIB, almost identical. If I can arrange it right here, you see they are literally almost the same, except SCIB hasn't issued its bonus shares. K Power already has. Let me show you their warrants. It probably gapped up again. Look at that. Whoever got the free warrants at half cent is worth 90 cents now. So this is why people are flooding into SCIB. They want to hold enough shares to get a significant amount of warrants, and this is what they're hoping for. They're hoping for the warrant to basically get a 10,000% return. So whoever has warrants for K Power, whoever got warrants at half a cent, whoever got it at half cent, right? Their warrants have 22,000% return. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. So I won't be expecting any sell-offs on SCIB anytime soon, but I'm still putting my alert here in case it does. The sell-off will start on 4th February because 3rd February will be the last issue date for the free warrants. So it looks like most of the volume is quiet, getting quiet. Do you think we could try and enter right here for a break above 285? Is this another breakout chance? But obviously my ideal A+ setup will be the first break, the first retest. The first retest would be the ideal spot to enter. But I missed it. So will this be how would this be an entry? Will this be a good entry? I usually just try to avoid these moves. Mainly because most of the buying power is already spent here. But then again, SCIB's buying power just doesn't stop. Hi, morning. Welcome. if you missed my early trade, we got quite a nice entry down here near the lows, entered at 158. And then when it spiked up here, I wasn't looking and I missed the sell, so ended up just selling around break even. Small loss, 1 cent loss. And then we missed SCIB breakout as well because we were in this trade. This would have been a really nice breakout entry right there. Move a sell off, curl back up, and push up. Quick move, quick predictable move that we usually catch. So the pharma, no rebounds at all. It's just pure selling. So looks like all the pharmas are kind of dead as well. Looks like none of them really have enough interest. I thought that the news would be good enough for a catalyst, but I guess not. If you have any stocks that you want me to look at, let me know in the chat, yeah. Right now, I guess I'm only really looking at SCIB because this has the most volume so far and looks the strongest. Momentum is there for sure. But not sure if there will be any continuation. Maybe if it can come down a bit more and consolidate around this level, then maybe a move up here would be a decent setup to look for. Other than that, looks generally still quite quiet. G-Tronic. Pretty strong move, but hard to enter a stock like this. The float is probably very, very low. Not bad. But it's hard. We're not gonna find any entries like this since it moved already. The second break moved already. Now maybe we can look for a dip buy on this. So this will be the main watch for the rest of the day probably. Just gonna leave my alert here. Wait for a dip buy. Wait for it to come down. Maybe we can try to identify a few support levels that it could bounce off. Let's check on the daily chart. So, wow, there's no... it's just clear on the left side. There's no support. There's just no support for it. So the first support, I guess, would be the first pivot to here. 262, the first pivot of the day. Next support would likely to be yesterday's close, 245. 254, oh my god. I can't read. 254 would probably be the next support. And it built a bit of a support here as well. If you want to know how I draw my support and resistance lines, video in my channel about the technical basics of support and resistance. and did build a bit of support around here as well. So I don't think it's going to drop until 2 ringgit. It's a bit too far. So first dip, we want to see it maybe dip below 260 all the way down to 254-ish. But looks like it's just gonna churn here. Possible that it can continue pushing up. The high is 285. No, it's quite heavy. You look at the orders in the bottom left, right? The amount of selling is quite thick, so we're gonna need a lot of volume to come in. But volume doesn't seem like a challenge for SCIB over the past few days. So while we wait for SCIB, most of the other stocks still look quite flat. This will be the second last day for trading in this month. So I missed one opportunity right here. Could have recovered a bit more. But no big deal lah. So this might start forming a wedge right here. If it keeps bouncing front and back, it might start forming a wedge. Which is a breakout pattern that I just explained on my trading Instagram yesterday. So make sure you're following my Instagram if you want to learn just like small pieces of information like this. Looks like it's going to wedge right here and either burst upwards through the first resistance, but then there's a second resistance up here at 285, which we know is the high of the day. So give it some time. You have to give it some time. It's 9:30. Only one move so far. Let's see where EITA is at. Still bouncing around the same zone. Still slightly annoyed that we didn't manage to get a sell here. What can you do, right? You missed it. So it looks like big industries is still pushing up, but very small stock. Not much, no setup for us, right? Do you see any breakout setups? ES Saram is pushing up. And again, you see all these kind of cheap stocks, right? You get baited by the large percent and you see 18 million volume. But when you look at the stock, I mean, it's pathetic. Just utterly pathetic. So look, it's squeezing now. Looks like the prices are squeezing in. Okay, so will this be the break above 281 to 282? Let's see if it comes and retests around the 280 level. If it can hold the 280 level, then there's a good chance that it can break back above 285. There we go, breaking above the wedge. Let's see if it can break through 285 now. So strong. So it's going to be quite volatile. I'm going to try and look for an entry on this. Definitely will be volatile, so my entry would be slightly smaller. Maybe even smaller. So let's see if I got a fill right there. Try to pick up some shares at 285. The order is still there. So see whether I can get fill on the pullback. Yep, okay, I got my fill at 285. Right here. Rather small size because of how volatile it is. Because how fast it moves, right? I don't want to get stopped out on a quick pullback and then it shoots back up. So I want to see it burst through 290. That would be the first challenge, 290. After 290, probably we'll just let it go. Probably just let it go around 295. So I'm in for a really small amount lah. Very, very small amount. Again, because of the volatility. But a small gain is still good. I'll take a small gain any day. So pushing up through 289 already. Let's see if we can get 290. There's probably going to be some rejection around 289, 290. There we go. Very, very strong move up. So first rejection at 290. No surprise there. No surprise at all. So let's see if we have enough power to push back up. If not, we'll just stop out on this move. Still learning the candlestick patterns, still new. That's fine. As long as you're watching the market and just get used to how it moves and just hear how I explain. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta stop out on this. The selling is too strong. Yikes, man. I stopped out most of my shares. Probably still holding a little bit. Holding a very small size now. Maybe I should have held it, but the huge amount, the random giant chunk of selling scared me out. Yikes, maybe I got baited out again. Oh my god. Well, is he gonna shoot up above 290 now? No, I stopped up most of my shares. I'm holding like very small amount now. It's like quite a strong rejection. Very strong rejection. So unlucky that he rejected so hard. Was it a good idea to stop out? Maybe I should have played it to my risk, but at the same time the stock is very extended already. So who knows? Maybe the right play was to just hold on and play it to my risk. Looks like it's pushing up now. Looks like this is the move that is going to bring it above 290. Unfortunately, again, got baited out of this trade. So today has been rough, man. So I missed the sell, my first trade. I missed the entry on the second trade, and then I stopped out on the third trade. Possibly stopped out too early on the third trade. So I got spooked by this big selling candle. Probably just gonna sell off the rest of my shares. It's so small anyways. Just sell it for peace of mind. Just get it out of the way. So very rough trading day for me today. Might just step away because it seems like I'm very out of sync with the market. Getting a bit distracted. So at least I'm not red on the day. Okay, at least I can say that. At least I can get off knowing that I'm not red on the day. Even though it could have been a very good day, right? If I decided to play both, then at least it would have been something. In the end, I got the worst of both sides, you know. I got distracted, but I didn't even get paid off for getting distracted. I got distracted, but I didn't even enter the trade. And the reason why I didn't want to enter the trade is because I didn't want to get distracted, but I ended up getting distracted anyways. So dumb. So probably gonna end the day with like a $100 loss. Let's just watch SCIB for the remaining 10 minutes of the day. So I just had to tell myself that, yeah, opportunities will come every day. But a part of me right now is thinking, dude, this is your chance to recover for the month. This would have been a 6k, 7k day, right? And then there's like half of the remaining that I have to crawl back. So if I can make if I made 6 to 7 today, 6 to 7k today, tomorrow would have, Friday could have been the day where I went from red to green. But now, most likely, since I missed the opportunities today, unless we get a huge dip buy on Friday, then the odds, my odds of ending green this month is very, very, very slim. Well, it is what it is. No big deal. Let's see if SCIB is really gonna punch through 290 all the way to 295, 297. Yep, touching 289. See if we can break over 290. Looks like it's gonna punch through 290 without any problem. 290, 291, 292. So I'm just watching the orders now. Watching the orders on the bottom left. There we go, 290 cleared so easily. And then it's gonna get 291. Wow. What a day, man. What a day. Right. Perfect calls. Worst execution. Terrible execution. All the calls were on point. The first breakout call was on point. The wedge breakout call was on point. The 285 breakout was on point. The executions, even the dip right here, the laser entry right here was on point. But all the all the executions were terrible. Terrible executions. Jeez. Well, nothing you can do, just laugh it off. Just laugh at how bad the executions were today. You know? Oh Lord. Oh no. I think my mouse is... Hello? Uh-oh, looks like my... Oh no. I think my mouse, my left click just stopped working. What a day, dude. Oh my lord. My left click is not working. No, I can right click, but I can't left click. I can't left click, dude. Look. Oh, it is working. Oh my. Is it working now? Okay. Okay, it's like semi-working. Okay, my mouse is dead. Oh lord. I think it's a sign, man. A sign to get off the markets today. It's not my day, dude. It's just not my day. Yeah, I'll try that later. Okay, at least it's working for now. That's okay. Small hindrance. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you. Gotta tell myself that. Just don't let it get to you. Okay? Just move on. Okay. So approaching 10 o'clock already. doesn't look like there's much else that's in the market that came up. So on my watch today will be SCIB, probably for any kind of dip trades, that could happen. But I highly doubt there's going to be any significant dips. If you can pull up to $3 and maybe dip to 260, then maybe there could be a solid rebound play right there. If not, looks like everything else is kind of quiet already. Not much volume and everything else. HPP, HB, it has volume, but the structure is just not ideal for trades. Let's see how D Pharma is doing. Keep selling off, so yeah, I think today I'm just gonna step away. Right, just don't let the tilt get to me. Don't trade when I feel like I am not aligned with the market, right? Everything I do has been wrong today. So to say wrong, right? Not the best decision, not the best outcome for all of the decisions that I made. So probably just gonna step back and reset and come in on Friday. It's good that we have a break tomorrow. 1 day off. Right, tomorrow's a holiday, right? Yep, tomorrow's Taipuzam. So, I'm just gonna be watching SCIB on the sidelines, see how high it can go. If I were in a trade, I'll probably take off some already around 291, 292. And then the rest of it, I'll probably sell off around 297. So, how much did I potentially miss? So that's a 7-cent move, a 12-cent move. So about, still, I was in for like 200 lots only. So I missed like 1,000, 1,005, 1,002, 1,005. So not much, okay? Not much. Even this dip, even if I caught a 165 sell, even if I caught a perfect 166 sell, would have been only about 1,005. For my scale, I mean 1,005 might be a lot for. You might think. I mean, when you hear 1,005, it might sound like a lot, but the swings in my trade when I lose a trade is like 2,000-3,000. So relative to my usual loss size, it's not the end of the world. Not too significant. I just need to catch good trades that give me that allow me to take proper size, and those are the trades that I really want to capture. These kind of trades where it's slightly riskier. These kind of trades that are slightly riskier because it moves so quick, right? I mean, just gotta get used to this kind of volatility again. Looks like there is volume coming back into the market, which is good news. Good news, very good news that we can see some kind of volume even on like 1 or 2 stocks only. Better than no volume on any stocks. So can probably get a bit more aggressive in the coming days if I see the continuation of this volume. And yeah, the game plan stays the same. Looking for the same setups all the time. If you want to learn how to look for these setups, I have a lot of free resources on my YouTube channel. And if you want to get more resources and even learn directly from me, join the Discord. Join the free Discord. First link in the description. There we go. It's touching 295 already. Oh well. We're out of the trade. We can just watch from the side. Yeah. We didn't hit our 10 like threshold, so Won't be live tomorrow. Tomorrow we just take a break, and I'll see you back 9 a.m. on Friday. Friday 9 a.m. See you here as usual. So have a great rest of the day. Hope you managed to catch some of the moves that I called out earlier. And I'll see you on Friday. Friday. Take care.